Hello, lovely Aquarius, and welcome. I'm Adrienne. I'm an evolutionary life coach, and I've got an intuitive message for you about your spiritual path and your spiritual focus for this week. So, we're going to go ahead and start with your theme card, and we have the Two of Cups. And right away, I'm getting the feeling of relationship with self. Sometimes the Two of Cups means a relationship with other, but right now for you, the strongest message that's coming through is relationship with self. And understanding that relationship with self feeds and kind of spurs on or grows relationships with others. So rather than looking outside at the relationships outside of you that you're involved in, this is asking you to go to the root or the core or the foundation of those relationships, which is relationship with self. There's also a feeling of integrity coming through, asking you to question, where am I being integral with myself? Where am I betraying myself? Do I trust myself? Am I truly in harmony with the things that I say and do and feel? So there's an integrity question going on for you too. Okay, let's see where you are with this. We've got the King of Wands. Okay, so there is an eagerness to rush forward with this King of Wands, an eagerness to get yourself to the next step. This may be business related. It can also be relationship related right now. The King of Wands being a very good communicator. So we're looking, I feel that you with your energy are looking to get to the next level with something. But again, that focus is outside. And these cards here, your theme for the week is to come inside, because whatever is going on inside gets projected out into your world. And it's it comes back to you through the law of attraction. So if you've got a very honest relationship with yourself, that you're truthful with yourself, you're honest and loving with yourself, you find loving and truthful and honest relationships for you to be engaged with. If you're not being quite honest with yourself, you're going to find dishonesty in your partnerships, in your relationships. So as you're trying to move to the next stage of, I believe it is your business, but again, it could be relationship. As you're trying to move to the next stage, it's very important to go in and consider the root of what is actually growing. Are you growing a beautiful plant, or are you growing a weed, something that you don't really want to be there? Okay, so I'm curious to see where we go next. As I pull your next cards, I would love to encourage you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. It's awesome to support, and it's also awesome to grow this community of people that really, really value their spiritual growth and spiritual progress. I'd love for you to be a part of that. And if you're returning, thank you. I am just so tickled to know that you're part of this community process and intention as well to get to a better place. So let's keep going with your reading. Interesting things. We've got a lot of different energy kind of swirling around. We've got the Six of Swords, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. Let me just see where they want me to go first. Okay, they'd like me to start with the Three of Cups, which is right in the middle. So this is a chance to participate in unity, in different people coming together and from maybe different backgrounds or different circumstances, but coming together to unite for a single purpose. This is often like the card of parties and joyful gatherings, but a party is people coming together to celebrate. What I feel is happening for you, it's on a deeper level than just a party or a social engagement. It's that we're talking about coming together in a sense of unified purpose, which is going to help increase a sense of belonging, perhaps a sense of belonging that you've been looking for. And that's why it is so important to be very honest with yourself about where you are with yourself, because you're going to have these like-minded, like-hearted, like-energy people drawn to you. I see all of you coming together. And if everyone's intent is in the right place, this could be a very fruitful, high vibration, rewarding and satisfying kind of gathering. But if people are a little bit off and wanting things from each other, or perhaps not wanting to be honest, or just going for different reasons, then the energy is diluted and the group can't go places. So let's see if I can make this a little bit more tangible. If you have people that are working at cross purposes coming together, the fruits of their labor don't really yield anything of lasting value or of meaning. So, for instance, I share a personal experience from my own life. When I've come into groups or organizations, I tend to have very high ideals about the service I want to offer. And I want everything tied to a high mission statement, because I want to provide the best experience for the person receiving whatever service it is. But if I'm working with someone, or if someone else has maybe more clout than me, and that person is more interested in making money, and in fact, they're in fear of not having enough money, you see how the two kind of clash. Because that person is in fear and working only looking at money. I'm looking at how can we benefit everyone in this? How can we provide something that's of lasting value and has a lot of meaning and a lot of depth for those involved? They work at cross purposes. That person's going to want to cut corners where I might want to spend more to give a better product, to attract a better clientele, and they're wanting to cut corners. So I hope that makes sense to you. It's about getting on the same page. And let's look at these other cards here. We've got the Six of Swords, which is eager for a new journey. So I see that anything that's unresolved with you, you're ready to resolve. You've maybe hung on to it a little bit too long, but you're ready to get this resolved. And I would urge you to resolve this quickly before you start to unite your energy with others. Now, our Ten of Pentacles. I'm feeling a heavier energy with this. Okay. Although this can be a beneficial card, for you right now, I feel it's pulling at you. There's something weighing you down that you don't want to let go of because of the amount of time and the amount of effort that you have invested into it. This is something about that relationship with yourself, where like having an old car, when you pour a lot of money into it to get it fixed, and it keeps broken like my speech right now, it keeps breaking, then you have to ask yourself, is it worth it to keep this car and keep throwing money in, or should I get a new car? But it's always a little bit of a difficult choice to make because of what you've already invested. When you invest something into something, you expect to see it pay off, right? And even if you see that it's not paying off, it can be very difficult to get yourself out. That's the kind of energy we're talking about here. And again, you don't want to carry this energy into this gathering, into this united coming together energy, because it's not working, right? When it doesn't work, it doesn't work. There's nothing you can do about it except learn from it, cut your losses, and move on. But I do feel in my body as well right now, just heaviness, a weariness, and yet a reluctance to let it go. That's our Six of Swords here. But remember where you're headed. You're headed for this perfect unity. You're headed for this perfect harmony and this chance to create something bigger, this chance to really create a sense of belonging. And in that new sense of belonging, you don't want old baggage with you. All right, so Aquarius, got to drop it, all right? I'm being very blunt with you, but it's not helping you, all right? So it's time to drop it, time to let it go. Understand that right now we are in a Pluto retrograde, and Pluto stays retrograde until I believe September. And this is the time when old stuff comes up. And old stuff comes up to say, hey, do you want to keep me or do you want to let me go? And this is exactly perfectly what is going on right now for you, Aquarius. So there's an alignment with the cosmos as well. while you're going through this. Okay, so I hope this has given you things to think about. Thanks so much for sharing your time and energy. And thank you for helping support what is my passion. In addition to doing these YouTube videos, I also have been doing one-on-one readings with many people actually who find this channel. And thank you so much, because it is something I really enjoy doing, and connecting to these energies and sharing the information that comes through. It just truly makes my heart sing. So thank you. Thank you again for being a part of this. I'll look forward to see you next week. Have a great week, Aquarius.